asked me, do you want to be rich? Do you want to make $600,000 a year? All you have to do is put this, this, and this in your name.
Shaking. I'm physically shaking.
I have a friend in the Secret Service, and I called him, and he said, get the f away from Jen Shaw. She's going to prison. And that is how I became a witness with the federal government in her trial.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And, you know, as Jen Shaw isn't here, we know that she was majority everyone's storyline, center of all the drama, and now that she's over here in prison, I didn't know how this situation was going to move forward. But, you know, looking at the little intro, which a little low-key was better than the trailer, I think, you know, I have high hopes for the franchise. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
All right, so basically we start out with Lisa Barlow. She's over here prepping for Sundance, and you know, she calls herself the Sundance Queen. She's been doing it for 14 years, and she's like, you know what? It is what it is. This is what I do. This is just me. It's my life. Yeah.
Because now with like him just telling us like, you know, 3 weeks ago that he decided to go on a mission instead of college. Yeah. It's like now.
So, you know, we find out that, you know, her son actually, you know, she got in an argument with her son about going to college. And, you know, he basically tells her, like, look, I'm going on a mission. And for 2 years, he's not going to be, she can't have contact with them. He's going to, like, basically go on a mission. You do service for people around the world, this, that, and the third. And, you know, he made that decision on his own. And, you know, she felt some type of way about it because, you know, last season she really wanted him to get focused about college, this, that, and the third. But she's just so confused because he made a comment about, like, you know, I'm different than you and, you know, his dad.
And he literally said, because you and dad are different than me. And I'm like, I've been raising you to love God and Christ your whole life.
And she was just like, how are you different? You know, I raised you. And then just like, she just started spiraling, like, have I lost touch? Have I not been there? Have I just glanced over? Like, what have I done as a parent?
So disconnected from my son that he doesn't want to tell me this. Am I like a bad mom? Like, am I not present enough?
But yeah, I feel like a lot of parents have to realize this, that your kids are not going to be the spitting image of you. That's something that my dad had to deal with. That we're going to be different. We have different mindsets. I'm a whole different human being than you. I'm not going to have the same beliefs you do, even though you raised me, but I have my own ideologies just like everybody else have. It's the whole thing versus nature versus nurture. That whole different thing. Like, yes, you probably taught me what you have taught me within the household, but also life and outside the household teaches you just as much as inside the household. So maybe, like, you know, she shouldn't beat herself up that much. As long as he's like a productive person within society, helping people, and a good hearted person, I mean, he should be fine. All right, y'all, so we over here travel over to Heather's new house, right? She got a new house, and she's like, well, you know, I need a new change. I was still in my marital home, so I felt like, you know, being that I'm a New York Times bestseller, I have my second Beauty Lab location, I decided to buy a new house. I'm like, Heather, you do not have to explain yourself. Just say that the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City checks finally deposited into your bank account.
So that's why you want to buy the house.
She's like, look, them checks are coming in. Yeah, it's time to upgrade. I ain't mad. But, you know, as Heather's outside shoveling snow, Meredith pulls up and she's like, hey, girl, here's a shovel. And, you know, they start shoveling snow. And Meredith was like, girl, you didn't hire a shoveling company? Like, okay. So Meredith and Heather goes inside the house, and, you know, they sit down and they start chit-chatting. And, you know, the book gets brought up, and she's like, yeah, you know, how do you feel about the book being out now? She's like, yeah, you know, Bad Mormon, the title itself, I knew it was going to cause a lot of controversy, be problematic. And she was like, I didn't think there would be that much hatred, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's comes with the territory. I think the church is after her too. Like, I'm just like, girl, woo. But, you know, she knew that was coming, so she was just like, hey, look, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Meredith has a problem because she, you know, also has a lot of stuff in the press as well, because, you know, Whitney had a lot of stuff to say about Meredith and her hot tub.
Usual. She's in the press, and she says this whole thing about how Seth and I taking a bath is creepy.
But the funny thing about it was when she's trying to start mocking Whitney, it's like,
hey, I think it's crazy that, you know, Meredith's in her hot tub eating.
I'm just like, Meredith really, you know, I always thought of Meredith of a person that she flies above. She never wants to get down and dirty with the girls, but you know, maybe, you know, things have changed.
Than having wine to unwind with her man. And then bubble bath with someone else. Like, to me, a bath is for me.
But you know, I didn't think it was that deep, but Meredith was super mad about it, and she said at the end of the episode that she doesn't hold grudges. Ma'am, you do. You really do. So I'm just like, girl, okay. But you know, it's the next day. They segue over, and we see Miss Mary Cosby walking down the street.
Jane, Snowy Hospital. You can go, little girl. Your kid needs nutrients.
And Mary has been asked back a long time. Everybody wanted Mary back after last season, and you know, I feel like the reason why Mary didn't come back was because she skipped the reunion too. Season 2, she skipped the reunion. So they didn't ask her back on season 3. You know, that was like her punishment. And then she's back now, right? So, you know, she meets Meredith at a boutique. And, you know, they just meet there just to chit chat. But they go out to eat.
Front, things have been, interesting. Poached lobster tail, thank you.
Mary basically says that she, like, you know, I didn't miss much really. She was like, the distance was great. So it is what it is. And you know, they bring up Jen Shaw, and you know, Jen Shaw not being there again, going to prison. Like, how does she feel? And like, she has this glee in her eye. Like, girl, she's gone. The elephant in the room has left the building. Right?
She said she's guilty and she's going to serve her time. Everyone can. She was the big elephant in the room, and I think now that she's gone.
So I think the friend role for Mary would be great, just because we don't have to deep dive into her family life, because we know the shit is messy. Right. Next over, we get introduced to the new Housewives. Angie K, she snatched that Snowflake from Dana and Angie H. And we meet the new housewife, Monica. Now, Monica. Okay, so Monica seemed like she's gonna be fun, but Monica also seemed like she's gonna be hella messy. Her intro is one of the most. Her intro to the show is messy as hell, because she was Jen Shaw's assistant during that time of Jen Shaw going to prison. But we found out from, you know, oh girl, a lot of information. So Lisa walks in and she just said, hey girl, oh my god, hey Monica, how you doing? Monica's like, oh my god, nice to meet you.
How are you? I know, we've talked before. Yeah. I remember meeting Monica a few years ago. She was running an errand for Jen.
Is this the first time or y'all met before? I was confused. I don't know if y'all was confused, but I was very confused. Like, what's going on, right? Lisa over here in confessional, she's like, oh my god, you know, I've known Monica. I've seen her around the way. We bump into the circles. It is what it is. But she looks so unrecognizable. Like, you know, she was that fair skin, blonde hair. Like, I don't know who this girl is. But like I was speaking on Monica. Monica was Jen's assistant, and you know, she talks about the situation where Jen propositioned her to join the scheme.
And one night, Jen asked me, do you want to be rich? Do you want to make $600,000 a year?
The scam. And, you know, Monica called one of her Fed friends and, you know, became a witness / informant in Jen's trial.
He said, get the away from Jen Shaw. She's going to prison. I became a witness with the federal government in her trial.
I'm shaking. I'm physically shaking.
My mouth hit the ground when she was saying this, because I'm just like, with the casting, y'all literally casted the woman that probably, not even probably, she helped put Jen to prison. And y'all were like, you know what? We need to cast her. Yeah, we need to cast her. Yeah. But here's your contract.
Messy.
And I was thinking, like, just think, in what, 4 years, season 8, Jen come back, knocking on people's doors, and she see Monica, baby. Girl, child. and we find out that Monica is single. She's going through a divorce, but she got remarried, but she's going through a divorce again. Monica, you come with a lot. You come with a lot. She got 4 kids too. She has 4 girls. She has a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 17-year-old. She had her at 21, right? Lisa and Monica bond over, you know, their kids, and you know, she was like, oh my God, our kids are about to graduate. This is so crazy. Woo, woo, woo. You know, Lisa does that. Yeah, it's so great. Oh my God, you're so. I need to teach you how to do that. You know, Lisa's just over here just chit chatting.
I like to be on like super yacht. I have the birthday book too. It's so modern you would die. Like I've always known Monica, but now I know Monica.
While she's talking, we see like this music come on, and then like Monica's in a confessional, like,
I know secrets about the girls. It's just weighing so heavy on my heart. I just don't know how I could just sit here and know all this information about these girls that they're trying to keep secret.
I'm like, it's episode 1. This is your first scene. What are we really talking about? Like, because like Lisa's talking about her husband, this and third, so I feel like it has something to do with her husband. I don't know.
It's so crazy hearing them portray these perfect lives, judgmental, even though all their dark secrets are very heavy on my mind.
Heather's at the Fresh Start location, and all the girls basically start coming in for the activity. You know, she wants to, you know, really try to deep dive and start new with the girls, because obviously everybody's over here just still holding on to stuff in the past.
Whitney and I got together and we decided to make a fresh start. And I want to feel this way with all of you.
Angie, Lisa, Monica comes in, and you know, Whitney sees Mary, Lisa sees Mary. Everyone's like, "Wow, is that Mary Cosby?" Yes, it's Mary Cosby. She's here in full effect. And can we talk about the text messages from Mary Cosby to Lisa Barlow?
This idiot, you're a black widow. You are the biggest liar in Utah. Wow. You'll kill people with your nasty tequila. You remind me of a witch.
When I tell you, Mary don't care what comes out her mouth, let alone them fingers that she'd be over here typing with. Mary just be sending stuff to me like, "You're horrible. I hate you. You are killing people with your vodka. You can't dress. Your hair look bad. Big forehead. You talk too much. You stink." I'm just like, dang, Mary.
Yeah, I do feel good seeing Lisa right now. I do.
So Heather stands up, she does her speech, just basically just introducing all the girls to each other. Mary asks Heather, like, how do you feel without Jen?
I'm fine, surprisingly. Do you still have that strong attachment? I don't know. No, I think that was projected a lot by other people. I think I had boundaries. You guys had.
It was like, Jen was a lot. It feels like a weight had been lifted on my shoulder. And Mary was like, but you like that. You live for that. And I agree. I feel like Heather was such a weak-minded person when it came to Jen. She let Jen railroad her. And like I said, it's just sad to see that now that there's a person that was in your life not there anymore, that you could actually be your full authentic self. Like that's just sick to me, because I'm just like, Heather, you really let this woman, a grown woman, she ain't over here eating your pussy. I don't know what she doing, but she, like, it's just crazy. So, you know, Meredith, she steps aside and pulls Lisa aside, like, hey, you know, I feel like we should have a one-on-one, and like, I'm trying to move forward in a good direction, not have anybody else involved. Let's just go in the right direction, maybe a hike, a walk, and I think that'd be really great. They agree. So let's see how this happens. Let's see how they progress. I'm excited to see their relationship bloom, if it could, because you already know that they always have ups and downs since the whole hot mic. Heather and Mary, they go to the bar and they're talking. Whitney basically walks up. She's just over here just like, oh my God, yeah, la la la, just having a little conversations. Heather sparks up this whole Special K situation that got brought up at the reunion last year.
When did the Special K become legal? So thin, everyone knows. But you like to say I do.
Did find out that you were the root of that rumor, but that's irrelevant.
I was not.
And, you know, Meredith right then and there says, yeah, you know, that's funny because, you know, you accuse me of doing Special K, but that's irrelevant, right? And Whitney's
Like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Meredith tells her, like, you continue to talk about me and spread rumors, like, you need to stop because I don't believe nothing that comes out your mouth.
You know, I'll own it if I said that you did that. I have never said that you've done ketamine.
Whitney, I don't believe that you'll own the things you say. Because we left New York,
Meredith tells her that, you know, you called me dirty and my tub dirty. So Whitney's like,
You know, at the end of the day, it was just shady. It was just shady. Like, it wasn't nothing serious.
that was a funny
funny joke, Meredith. No, it was a dig on my marriage.
Meredith was over it. She's just like, okay, you know, at the end of the day, it's shady. You just say it's just shady. But what if I made a shady joke when you're over here painting with your husband rolling around on the ground and saying that you're over here getting paint and bacteria in your coochie? Now that's shady.
Okay, got it. Did I make shitty jokes when you got naked with your husband painting each other and said, oh, I wonder if she's getting bacteria in her vagina?
Whitney's like,
I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure that you're not going to like hold a grudge on me.
Meredith's like, I don't hold grudges. I don't hold grudges. Like, Meredith, you do hold grudges. You hold them hard. For real. Like, you hold a grudge on Jen Shaw. You hold a grudge on Lisa Barlow. Like, it was crazy. The girls in the whole episode with them throwing snowballs at each other. Mary was sitting to the side like, girl, I'm not doing this. I definitely think this season is going to be very interesting. Seeing that Angie, Monica, and Lisa are a clique is kind of funny because we already know that Lisa and Monica are going to have beef. I think that Monica is a great addition, but I feel like I'm not going to really vibe with her because I feel like she already has preconceived notions of who the ladies are in a way that's not like, I know you from someone else, but you know, I want to get to know you from myself. It's, oh, I know these rumors and they're on my mind. I can't keep them out of my mind. Regardless of the rumors that you heard, they're rumors. They're not facts. So it's just kind of weird that she's over here just thinking about rumors when she didn't get the, my whole thing, if I was Monica, I would just say, hey girl, I heard this about you and your husband. Or I heard this about you and your family. Just getting out there in the open. But for you to just hold on to it just seems kind of premeditated. But y'all, that was Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.